Hi, everyone. I will start by sharing 3 facts that you probably know. Millennials are the worst at financial planning, and software didn't solve this problem. Nothing addressed their spending behavior. However, we know that gamification changes people's behavior. So we are bringing the power of gamification into the world of personal finance and create a gamified universe where people can compete at saving. The goal is to save as much as possible from your real life income to level up your in-game avatar. And Cash Coach is the character which gives monthly saving challenges, tracks your progress, and keeps you motivated on a daily basis. All your spending behavior will be reflected through your avatar. The experience bar reflects the amount of income saved. There's a poison bar showing the credit card debt. And your avatar can progress up to level 5. We launched that 1 month ago in the UK, and our core users are very active. They're competing in their solo challenges. And now we are developing the multiplayer mode so that they can compete with their friends. And if they can't be their friends, then they can hire a Cash Coach for $6.99 a month. And it will tell them all the actions they need to take to win. And for all users, Cash Coach will monitor all the bills and try to find a cheaper deal. We'll take a commission on each switch. I have 2 great co-founders. We all love gaming. Alex owns the tech, Angela does the illustration, while I take care of the game mechanics and the data science. So if you have money, you can invest in our crowdfunding. Here is the link. And if not, then I strongly encourage you to download the app right now. Thank you very much.
So just first question, for someone to get going with this, like when they, we think a lot about like the friction to get onboarded successfully. What is the process? Like if I download the app and I can do it later, like to integrate my bank or, what different, my credit card, like what do you need to do? How fast and easy is that?
It's pretty quick. So the process is you sign up as an anonymous user, you pick your avatar, your nickname, then we use open banking. It directly connects through the APIs of your banks and credit cards. So today it's only in the UK. In 30 seconds, it can be set up.
And how will that work in other countries? Like, is there an equivalent thing to open banking to make it really fast and easy to get online?
So open banking started in the UK. That's where it's the most advanced. It's coming to the rest of the European Union, still a bit behind in terms of data quality. In the US, all banks are now using web scraping to do all the aggregation. So there's a bit more friction. People need to input the passwords, but they are also developing their APIs. So it's going to come to the US very soon.
And in terms of the gamification, what do you want to build next? It seems like you've built kind of these virtual, like you can level up your character. Do you want to have physical rewards like cash rewards or prizes? Do you want to what's the vision for how to gamify it even more?
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of game mechanics that we want to implement. The first one will be to have the personality traits so your avatars, for example, if you start to drink too much, to spend too much on drinking, it will look drunk, and all your behaviors will reflect your avatar through personality traits. And you can gain positive traits, you can gain negative traits, and be updated on a weekly basis. Then what we want to do is to have virtual Cash Coach coins. So for example, everything that you have saved in the real life, you have the equivalent in coins. And then you can spend. For example, you can buy your virtual suits or your fancy handbags with your coins. But if you spend and waste it all in real life, then it will destroy all your equipment.
And just part of why I asked the question is with a lot of these types of products, people will oftentimes kind of get bored at some point and churn off. And so how do you think about like retaining your users and keeping this exciting for a very long period of time? Is it just that this becomes like the key place where they learn about their finances and manage their finances, or do you have other ideas?
So far, we are pretty good on the retention and on the engagement. Our users use the app 7 times a week, and the industry average is 1.2. The long term will be to give them challenges that is always motivating them. They always have a next step to reach. And everybody wants one day to own a house or have bigger like investment goals. So the sky is the limit.
Dan, you pop back on. Do you have a question?
No, I was just going to warn us that we're running low on time. So kind of last question, maybe Shaun, I'm going to ask you this, so don't mute yourself quite yet. Mobile apps, getting distribution obviously is hard, you know, kind of given what you see here with Cash Coach. What would be your kind of initial go-to-market strategy? What would be the niche, the market that you would target?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask Sam this because, I mean, there really is app fatigue in general. You just see it in like download rates of new apps.
Sam, maybe you tell us who are you going to hit up early?
Or how do you think about growth and like getting people to download the app in the first place?
Our first users, typically they have their first jobs. They need to manage their money for the first time, pay the rent, the bills, etc. They are not necessarily completely prepared for that. And that's typically the people who really like Cash Coach and the user experience. Then for the growth, we want them to compete with their friends. We want them to be really proud when they save. And if everybody can bring 1-2 friends to compete and becoming better, then it will be a self-reinforcing viral loop. So I think that will be our primary growth channel. I think the second growth channel will be through all the education that we have to do around financial education. And we want to create the Cash Academy, which will be a place that anybody can learn everything they want about money for free. And that will be very good for SEO and generating traffic.
Super interesting. Sadly, I think we are out of time. Sam, thank you very much. Shaun, thank you very much.